Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo, people. Welcome to the absolute Champions League show with Chelsea smacking Barcelona on my birthday. It is my birthday, and Chelsea delivered me one of the best gifts ever. It is nothing better in my eyes in football than Barcelona being humbled. I don't like this team. I said I would take Arteta over Hansi Flick. I was ridiculed on Twitter by some people saying that, oh, you don't know football. Hansi Flick, suicidal football, got absolutely battered and humbled today by Enzo Maresca. Manchester City stinker at the Etihad, absolute stinker at the Etihad. Clean sheet for Bayer Leverkusen, absolutely phenomenal as well. Phenomenal performance by Bayer Leverkusen, completely destroyed Bayer Leverkusen. Absolutely, like Bayer Leverkusen destroyed Man City in my opinion. It could have been more. And Man City completely fumbled. And they weren't good as well. Kelk is having a meltdown because now back-to-back losses for Pep Guardiola. What does it mean for the Premier League, and what does it mean for Chelsea in the Premier League? And we got here, absolutely, we got Shez. Like and subscribe. Shez CFC is here. He's going to show his camera. We got Kelk through City Fan TV with Patrick and Matthias, of course. And we got Martin from the Arsenal. But I think everyone is saying that Estevao showed us today the truth, showed us the levels. This is on the big stages, as Declan Rice did with Real Madrid last season. Estevao against Barcelona completely schooled them. Absolutely phenomenal performance. Enzo Maresca completely schooled Hansi Flick. Completely destroyed him. Kukurea destroyed Lamine Yamal, completely pocketed Lamine Yamal. Absolutely phenomenal. And as Couch is saying, nice shirt, Mukurea. That's my new name now. Someone said no, name me Mukurea. I'll change the channel name to Mukurea just out of like.
You need to get a wig.
I get a wig.
Wig.
I'm actually letting my hair grow.
There's some potential there.
I'm letting my hair go.
Better at the headband though. The headband makes it.
I'm actually letting my hair go, so maybe I'll be a Mukurea channel.
Go to a clown store, get like the clown shoes as well. I'm sure they'll have the whole Kukurea outfit there for you.
Oh, come on, you're hating on Kukurea.
He locked up Yamal. Pocketed Lamine Yamal. Wow.
He pocketed, not only pocketed Lamine Yamal.
No problem for Kukurea to pocket.
It's not only pocketing Lamine Yamal. One of the things that Kukurea did today that was so impressive is that you can have a defensive masterclass in one game, you know, but to actually be able to go forward and contribute offensively, that is the beauty of what he did today. That's why he won man of the match. It's not only about the performance in terms of defensive Lamine Yamal. It's going forward. Caicedo today, phenomenal and fantastic, absolutely ridiculous. Like I'm gonna say, that's why I'm saying he's the best DM in the world. There's no DM that is better than him currently. But listen, I've got to say, but by the time Shez comes here, Manchester City get dominated. And big up Danishin for the first super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Guys, can we get to 200 likes live? Today, I'm so proud. Without Palmer, we won. Imagine if Palmer was there. Imagine if Cole Palmer was there as well. Kelk, talk to me about City.
Yeah. I guess Pep forgot what competition he was in because that was the Carabao Cup lineup. I have no idea what he was doing starting that entire 11 for a Champions League game. When we're in very good position, you know, going into the game, we were in very good position to make the top 8. You know, I know we have to go to Bernabeu, but the other 2 games are very winnable. I think maybe Pep just wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He just thought, yeah, maybe I'll just throw this away. Or I'll just throw this lineup out there, see what happens. And to be honest, on paper, that lineup, you know, there are some good players in that lineup. It wasn't like it was the academy being thrown out there completely. But the tactics were just a disaster. I have no idea what was going on there. I don't know why James Trafford started the game. That made no sense to me. I figured John Stones would start. He's been starting all the Champions League games.
Average defender. At
this point, John Stones is washed. Average
defender.
I think calling him average is generous. I think he's average at best in 2025. You know, he's been good in the past, but he's also had like 50 hamstring injuries. He's not good anymore, but he has started the other Champions League games. And I'm
gonna tell you, Martin, I've been saying this about him, John Stones, 4 years on YouTube. He's a good player on the ball. When he steps in the midfield, he's a good player to actually get the ball. As a defender, like a defender, you know, a defender, Gabriel, like a defender, he's not it, bro. He's not good. He doesn't know how to defend one-on-one. He doesn't know how to intercept. He doesn't read the game well from the center-back position. Like, I know that he won the treble. He won the treble playing in the midfield. Even the lineup in the final was showing him as a midfielder, not even a center-back. Like, UEFA was showing him as a midfielder. He's a CDM.
In the final. It was crazy.
And he played forward. So people tell me John Stones is a good defender. No, he's not. People want to put him in the conversation with Vidic, Terry, Carvalho. Bro, he's not a good defender. But
I feel like every 6 months it's like a cycle. It's like, oh, he comes back from injury, plays 2 games, and everyone's like, hey, John Stones is back. He's the guy that like runs through midfield for fun. And then they're like, no, John Stones is crap. He's washed. He's got to go. And then he gets injured or something. And then they need him again. But I can't believe you guys lost Leverkusen. That's
let me respond to something. Someone said here, Mo is a great Mo wearing a Chelsea shirt. Where is the interrant? I never promised you an interrant. You're a Crystal Palace fan. I don't know why you're watching me anyway. Just go watch someone else, Broski. You're a freeloader. I doubt you even hit that like button. You're just a freeloader. And also, I'm selling this shirt, guys. OKJersey.com. Use the code. I want people to send me pictures with them. If you buy a shirt from OK Jersey, this is what I bought. I was wearing Liverpool the other day. I was wearing City on MHF yesterday. I'm OK Jersey sponsored this channel now, and I'm actually grifted. Yes, I'm a grifter, bro.
I
Bro,
can't
this is
believe you're
my
getting
full-time
beached
job.
by Crystal Palace fans. You know, they're fifth in the Premier
A
League now.
Crystal Palace fan, with all due respect. A Crystal Palace fan. Bro, coming here on my channel and schooling me on what to wear. I fucking wear whatever the fuck I want. Who are you to tell me what I do and what I don't do on this my channel? I built this channel from the ground up. Who are you to tell me, bro?
Don't you know who I am? By
Bro,
the way, how old are you today,
No
Mo?
one. Bro, I'm no one sitting on the internet saying my
Mo is 21 today.
my friend is, bro. Bro,
21.
Mo is 21.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a nobody, bro. I don't know football. Alhamdulillah, I'm almost close to 50K. Right? I'm sitting here with my friends, Kelk and Martin, couch in the morning, Cam, Osam,
Probably your
Ashraf.
first mistake.
We're talking football, and you're here watching, and you're coming here to literally tell me what to wear and what not to wear. Just go get a grip, bro. Get a woman or something, or get a man. Seriously, bro. Go get a woman or go get a man. Get a life, bro, outside of YouTube. Get a life outside of YouTube, bro. You're coming to, like, I don't understand people that actually watch the channel, the content creator they hate. Why do you if you don't like me, why do you watch me? You have so much time in your hand. You need something better in your life. Like, imagine me sitting, watching people that I don't like. How much time do you have in your hand to watch someone on YouTube every live that you don't like? Bro, people need to get a life. I swear to God. I swear to God. People need to get a life.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of YouTube people just like to go and hate on the people, like, directly in their chat, just so that they know that, you know, I really hate you. But I'm going to attempt this, Mo. Kolsana Enta Tayeb. Is that how you say happy birthday in Egyptian?
كل سنة وانت طيب. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
كل سنة
How do you have W as like a word on its own? Like, how do you say that?
Bro, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna have a good time today. I had a good time in the morning on the chat. I had a good time now. I'm gonna go out with my wife later. It's my birthday. Chelsea delivered the gift.
I didn't realize it was my birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, thank you. One of my friends is a Barcelona fan, and me and him, I tell him I hate Barcelona the most, and it's nothing better than actually seeing Barcelona fans humble. And by who? By the blue club, Chelsea, because Barcelona keep talking down to every club. And they went to Chelsea and they got so humbled. So humbled, you know what I mean? But going back to the Man City game, but big up Fonzie. Thank you so much. Habibi, kidney stones is bigger than John Stones. Bro, John Stones is not it. But I'm going to go to Chelsea.
Yeah, John Stones in 2025, not the business.
Yeah. Go back. We're going to go back to Man City. I just want to say something. This is a message, what Chelsea did today to Barcelona. We keep speaking about in the big stage, Caicedo this, Caicedo that. Now against Barcelona, against the young. And I'm going to say again, and I need to repeat this 50 times for the people in the back that don't hear me. Because you watch people, Don Hussam, and he keeps telling you shin kicker, you cannot ignore the offensive part of Caicedo's football. You ignore when he actually opens up his body to make a pass or create an angle for it. I said that on the football terrace. People that watch Caicedo, they will rave about the tackle he did on Ferran Torres, but they will forget the other 90 passes he made to create an angle for Chalaba, to create an angle for Fofana, to get Kukurea out of trouble, to get Enzo Fernandez out of trouble, to actually dictate. People that keep saying that Enzo Fernandez is the one who dictates where the game is going, Moises Caicedo is the real dictator in the football game. He decides the next play is going right or the next play is going left. Which fullback is going forward? It's not Enzo. It's not Reece James. It was Moises Caicedo. And he has been doing this. And I keep repeating, if you're watching Chelsea, open your eyes on what Moises Caicedo does about telling people where to be on the pitch. Fullback going up. He dictates where the ball is going to go. But this gets fucking ignored because he tackles well. Because he does the tackling well, it gets ignored. Similar for other players as well. Like, people actually ignore other players' aspects of the game because they excel in one thing. That's what I wanted to say about Moises Caicedo, because, again, it annoys me when people just call him a tackler. It just annoys me. And it shows me the lack of, bro, it's you're watching him with bias. You don't want to admit that he's good on the ball. You just don't want to. You're so adamant that he's only a tackler. It's ridiculous. That's my piece on Caicedo, to be honest. We'll talk about Enzo Maresca schooling Hansi Flick. But Shez, congratulations. Big stage game. Absolutely phenomenal. Guys, Shez's channel in the description. Shez CFC as well. Does match reviews, previews, and everything. So go and support the guy. He's actually putting the work as well. Your man of the match is Kukurea or Estevao, number one? You know Kukurea won it, right?
Yeah, Kukurea deserved it, probably.
Really?
I thought
yeah,
is undeniable. He's world class. I'm only bringing it up so that when people bring these conversations up, it just stops because he's always been world class for a long time now. Actually, probably at least a year and a half. He's played at this level, and then to win the Club World Cup, cement Spain their Euros title last year, then continue this calendar year as well, 2025, and now into this season. Excellent, and he deserved it today. Body Jamal couldn't do very much. On the ball, excellent. Started some attacks. Ball retention was amazing. And to be fair, it's actually kind of a discredit if I just credit him because the team was excellent. Only probably one or two players that look at, he needs to improve. But on the whole, Cucurella and the rest of the team, they set the tone. And I keep reminding people, he's only, I think, 26, 27 years old. And he's like at that level. And the team is so young that people kind of forget we have the youngest team in the Champions League. That's not to look for sympathy or brownie points. The point is that we're competing, hopefully, in this competition to the very end with the youngest team. So what is it going to be like this time next year, year after that? Get my point? This is literally the beginning. A lot of teams, like Arsenal and stuff, they're in there, we need to win today. Chelsea aren't, and we're in conversations with the same people that need to be there. Now, how we've done it, spending more money than other people and stuff, is obviously different because we spent it on young players and not world-class players. If we spent it on world-class players, we probably would have been in a position probably 2 years ago, a year ago, but we didn't. And I've always been an advocate of this method because I still think in this day and age, you can't really go out there and buy world-class players like that anymore. We can't really name more than probably like 3 good fullbacks, world-class fullbacks in the world. Says a lot. Or even strikers. So, yeah, man, great win. And we needed it, man. We've been on a fantastic run of form. I think that Sunderland game was an anomaly and it kind of made people think we're worse than we actually are. I think our last 6 games, we've won 6 of them. Or I think the Carabao game was in there as well. But in the last 8 games, we've only lost 1 and drew 1. The rest are wins. I think we've kept 3-4 clean sheets in a row. 6 in the league. Second highest goal scorers in the league. 1 high goal scorers in the Champions League as well, I think. So, yeah, the performance today was actually... We dominated them. I think they had 1 chance at the beginning of the game where he probably should have scored. And other than that, they didn't offer nothing.
Yeah, but that chance was not created. It was you trying to build from the back and a kind of miscommunication between Caicedo and Reece. It wasn't like Chelsea were ripped apart. It was a bad pass. It wasn't even a press. It was
I know. Your point is they didn't
simple pass to Caicedo. Simple pass. It's an unforced error. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was like people could say, but they missed a chance. Yeah, they missed a chance because...
And I think it's important. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. I think it's important to emphasize this is without our Haaland. This is without our Salah. This is without our Yamal.
Because people talk about Pedri, and I said, with all due respect, Barcelona have more weapons without Pedri than Chelsea without Palmer. Like, Palmer holds more weight at Chelsea than Pedri at Barcelona.
Facts.
Because they have Yamal, they have Lewandowski, they have Rafinha, they have Rashford, they have De Jong. They have
Pedri.
No. I like Pedri. I think he's the best midfielder in the world. But in the same time, Barcelona should not look that bad without Pedri. And on paper, Chelsea have no right to look this good without Cole Palmer, without the catalyst.
That's if you have the same energy before the game. Before the game, it was watch Chelsea. They got gassed over Burnley. Now Barca's going to humble them.
No, I thought you'd win the game.
No, that's what the narrative was. If you look at because you don't just look at the streams, you look at the match reactions, you look online, you speak to people. It was, you just beat Burnley. You're only second because you beat Burnley. Like, we've not played another 11 Premier League games. Then it was, when you play Barca, it's a different level. We smacked them up. And then Arsenal, when we get a result, they'll change the narrative again and say, well, Arsenal didn't, maybe if we get a draw, they'll be like, we didn't need to win. If they lose, it'll be, we're still ahead of you in the league. So I'm prepared for this. It happened last year. We won the Club World Cup, which we were never, apparently we weren't good enough to win with Sanchez in goal. The Conference League, we had to win.
You think this performance is like an indication of
even top 4? People like Mo
League?
counted us out. I remember Mo was back in Chelsea. Mo was back in Chelsea up until about March, and then we went on that bad run, and then he was on the people. Mo will tell you this, who didn't think we'd make top 4, and we think we won like 7 out of 9 games. So
Yeah, he completely fixed up at
Of
the
course,
end.
he fixed
Even
the whole
without,
team. That's why when people say to me,
even
"Oh,
with
Ches,"
Neto playing forward, he still fixed up. Like I thought he
who
did
today
very
would have
well at
thought
the end
Neto
of
would
the
have
day.
played up front? That's what manager's doing.
I thought that he would play João Pedro, to be honest, but
Exactly.
it was
I
a
thought
very
João
good,
Pedro as well,
a very good
and it worked
decision
out
by him.
perfectly.
It
We
was
could
it was
easily,
amazing decision. Yeah.
I know it's easy to say offside goals, but if you watch the game, I think everyone on the panel did.
Yeah,
maybe
6-0.
not Kel,
6-0.
that should have actually been a 5-6-0 game, and you wouldn't have been surprised. Now,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
people can tell me highline. How many teams are beating Barca 5-0? So,
And also, it's not only that, you can play the high
Right.
line, but even before the red card, Barcelona had no teeth. Completely, like Fofana and what's his name, Shalaba, they were so good.
I didn't
We're
watch
very,
the
very
game.
good.
What minute was the
If we're
red
gonna
card?
say high line,
44.
then Sunday should be no
44.
problem.
What do you mean?
Barca on their
What do you
high
mean?
line. Well, let's see what you do against Arsenal's defense. And also, I think
what's that got to do with
I
Arsenal's
think
defense?
should do rate Kukurea. He's a good player.
But Kel,
So
what
if
is?
he did that to Yamal, I've only seen the highlights. If he did that to Yamal, then Saka should be no problem on Sunday.
Have you seen Kukurea versus Saka? He doesn't have a problem against him. But also, what is there?
But he
The
also
highline.
doesn't have I don't think Saka has an assist in 29 games or something. Like his GNA in the past calendar year is terrible.
Kel,
I realize.
But just to be honest, just to be honest with you, just to be
Slow
honest,
down.
just to be honest.
But what I want to know, what's the highline
Arsenal
of
are levels. Arsenal are levels above Barcelona. Levels.
See, exactly.
in terms
Why
of
compare highline to Arsenal's defense? Why are
Defensively,
we
they
doing that?
are.
No, structurally they are. Arsenal are level in terms of
different
coach.
style of game.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Arsenal are
Defensively,
way more
defensively,
structured.
Arsenal is the best team in the world. Defensively,
Arsenal would
absolutely.
not.
I have no
Arsenal
problem
would
saying
not. Kelk, Arsenal would not press with 7 and have 3 players on the halfway line. They wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
this is
They
idiotic.
don't have the quality
you're
going
gonna see the
forward. Of course
Chelsea
they
game.
wouldn't.
Let me tell you something now. The Chelsea Arsenal game is going to be a chess match and a half. It's going to be two teams where we actually play more reserved than people think. We don't play attacking, quick style football, nor do Arsenal. So the Arsenal game is very interesting to see. It's going to be all about the individual moments. So if Palmer Estevao plays or Saka plays, he's actually performing good. Because Saka hasn't been good for the last few months. If he turns up, or Odegaard plays, those players will change the game, or Rice or Caicedo. It won't be the system. Because Chelsea and Arsenal...
Saka has been good. I don't want to let that slide. Like, even if he doesn't get GA...
he hasn't been good in it.
I don't think he's
No,
like
he
the
played
same.
very well.
Actually, Mia and Shez, it's a very good...
3 players.
Me and Shez was speaking about this actually yesterday on the phone about the Saka conversation versus the Estevao conversation. And I actually, with Martin, Saka has been effective for Arsenal. He might not have gotten the GA, but I think Saka, like what he does for a winger now, is something that he's always the safe option for Arsenal to give him the ball. He's going to retain it. He's going to make something. He might not create the chance, but I don't think that Saka has been bad as people make it be.
Retain possession?
Shall I rephrase what I said? I don't think he's been... Did I say bad? I never said he's been bad.
I thought you said he's bad. You just said he's bad, so maybe that's why we...
Oh yeah. I don't think I said that. I think he's not been that good. I think for his level, which I've seen him do before, I think he's a level 2 below that. But I don't think
he's
he's
not look
been
the same after that hamstring injury.
Yeah, basically he hasn't
still a
been the
good
same
player, but he's not.
But to Martin's point, to be fair, I think Martin's correct. I should correct myself. He's been good, but I don't think he's been any more than good.
No, not levels. Not levels.
I would
not
agree with
levels.
that statement.
Look at the game yesterday, for example. We scored 4 goals. They were all based on Saka drawing 3 players, then passing into the middle for Eze, who's unmarked. Because, Paulinho's come over to double up, and they've got Bentancur. Like, they're just shit scared of Saka. So maybe he can't do anything, but he's a perfect foil for everyone else to go and put the ball in the net because they're all focused on Saka. So I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I want to say something about this, okay? Watching Estevao over the last month or 2 for Chelsea and watching Estevao today is something that not a lot of wingers have at that age, which is the bravery to take on any defender. It doesn't matter who that defender is. They don't look inside. They look like, I'm going to go to the goal. I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to take things into my hands. That's similar to what Yamal used to do when he was 16. He's like, it doesn't matter who you are. I'm going to try to get something going on here. And I think that is different from the majority of the 18 years old who have watched. Today, for example, it didn't matter if it's Balde, it didn't matter if it's Kubarsi. He's like taking the ball and I'm making things happen now. You're going to see what is going on now.
Look at the goal he scored. that had no right to happen.
No business on going to
It
dribble
was just a
both, yeah.
simple pass from Pedro Neto, I think, from Enzo, and he's just taken two guys on, cut it, and shot on his weaker foot. And scored a world-class goal out of nothing. That wasn't the style of play. It wasn't a great tactical masterclass. He just took two guys on and scored. That's what I think we need against. I don't want to go too much into it. Against Arsenal, where it's going to be very much. They're going to be very much in that block, very good defensively. We just need that motor brilliance. And today, what's a goal? World-class goal. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a magical finish on a. Sorry?
He's amazing on his right foot. It was
with his right foot putting it above the keeper.
Yeah, that Saka done it against Palace.
just 2 games ago.
Palace,
2 games ago with the right foot in the near post. But the dribble though. But let me answer HM. Thank you, HM, for the super chat, man. Mo, do you believe in the Chelsea project now? Not yet. Because you still throw, like, for example, I thought that Chelsea could have won 6-7 if they had a left winger that is a Semenyo, for example.
6-7? So what you did?
Yeah, 6-7, whatever.
I don't know.
6-7. I still think that the project could have been better in this moment, right? Could have been better in this moment, but they're taking it slow. Is it the final stage? I don't know, not yet, because Chelsea need at least. It's not the final stage, so I'm just waiting.
No. I get you. Your response is what I'd expect from a non-fan of Chelsea. Like,
Thank you. People don't get this
until Chelsea are like, my team's bugging out. Until Chelsea are like constantly at the top like we are now. Yes. No one's really going to be like, oh, it's working. But for me, it's working because I literally said 2 years ago, and people were on to me going, do you believe in the project? Were you finishing 12, losing 5-0 to Arsenal because obviously we're playing this weekend? There's a bigger game than it was back then. Why do you believe in the project? And I was just explaining to them, it's a young team who I believe can be quality. 2 years later, I've probably arguably got like 4 world-class players, 1 potential superstar, 7 other good players that most teams in the league would take, all within 2 years. So what's it going to be like in the next 2 years?
I love it.
So that's what I mean.
Arsenal bars from like 2-3 years ago when we were like,
this is similar to the Arsenal work that you guys had.
You know what the fundamental difference is, which is why I throw Arsenal, because this is the lazy take Arsenal go back with. That's what we were saying. The difference is I'm winning along the way. You weren't.
Yeah, but we weren't in the Conference League. Or
what do you mean you're winning? Winning the Conference League and the Club World Cup.
No, I never referenced the Conference League. I went to the Club World Cup. The same cup.
Even the Club World Cup is, I don't think. Even the Club World Cup. Like, for example, if you
know why that's irrelevant?
Tell you, let me just tell you.
You know why it's irrelevant? In your opinion, are Chelsea going to win a trophy in the next 3 years?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we're going to be better than what Arsenal were doing then. That's my point.
Hold on.
My point is,
but the project didn't start years ago. In the next 3 years, are you going to be challenging like what Arsenal did?
What do you think?
They've already won trophies. Arsenal haven't.
I'm not sure yet.
Mo, you're telling me
I'm not sure. I think you should. I think you should.
No, Mo, you're not being logical. 3 years time. 3 years time. No, Martin, Martin, we're not going off guarantees. I can't guarantee Arsenal will win this year, but I can use my brain and logic. You're telling me in 3 years' time, we won't be challenging for the league.
Once you guys are at that level yet. You guys haven't got over 74 points in 9 years.
Martin, you're talking about yesterday. I'm talking about 3 years.
Arsenal have not. They've gotten over the line in 2 tournaments.
There we go.
Haven't even made a cup final in 5 years.
I'm talking about the Premier League for a second. I'm talking about points for the Champions League. Why is the Man City fan attacking me about like titles? I'm talking about Chelsea now versus that team 3 years ago.
We're talking about Maresca and Chelsea.
Mo, what has Chelsea not reaching above 70?
They've got 2 finals and won 2 trophies.
Kelk, that's a different conversation.
They're ahead of the schedule.
What the hell has Chelsea amounting a certain amount of points got to do in 3 years' time? The managers in this first season.
Okay, let him finish and then I can answer. Let him finish.
Martin. The manager in his first season. What was Maresca's objectives last year? Tell me.
Survive the Chelsea setup.
That gets that.
Yeah, cool. So I'll tell you the answer.
Okay. Logical answer. I'm gonna tell you the thing about this.
Let me tell you, Mo, because mine didn't answer properly. Maresca's
I want to
objective last
answer. You asked
season-
me a question, yeah.
Maresca's objective last season was to stabilize the team because Poch had it in a mess. We can all agree. We had Jackson and Noni fighting over penalties. Sterling collecting 300k for no reason. Enzo, poor. Defense, poor. Losing in the final to Kids, right? Remember that? He came into that team, the same team with an unrecognizable manager from the Championship. And what was his objectives? Get Champions League, or win the Conference League. And if you can win a Carabao FA Cup or World Cup, bonus. He does 3 of those objectives. I'm then seeing us progress in the leagues. We got more points than this time last year. We're in the Champions League, 4th in the Champions League as it stands. We are potentially going to be 3 points behind the great Arsenal team that me and Kelk are saying have been bottling it for 3 years. But then in 3 years' time from now, I'm hearing Mo go, "Oh, I don't know."
You never said the next. You never said within
know.
3. Okay, let me answer you then.
What do you mean you don't know?
You changed
don't
my
know?
word. You asked me a question. I said in the next 3 years, you need to be challenging in the next 3 years, not in the third year, not in
Challenging right
the 5th year. Okay, hold on.
Kelk, that's what I'm saying. We're
Okay,
challenging
great.
right now.
Great.
Hey man,
So
blue
we are
cartel, blue
okay.
cartel.
Hold on. So we are establishing. I like it. Man City fans like bigging up Chelsea to win the league over Arsenal. I like it.
Protecting them.
Okay, hold on. So we are establishing that Chelsea are challenging today, right?
No, that's not what we're saying.
For challenging,
You just
I don't
said
think
that.
they'll win the title this year, but
Kelk
next,
just
next
saying.
year I think is the year they
No,
make a run
Mo,
for the
she's
title.
responding to you saying in 3
No,
years.
no,
She's
no.
saying
I don't want to. No. Forget about Kelk. I'm talking to you. Forget about Kelk is bantering
No,
Arsenal.
until
for the
we
about
get
Kelk.
to at least Christmas time, I can't usually say anything. Chelsea might go on a 10-game winning streak and be above Arsenal, and what Arsenal could be clear out of it. No, they're not. Like it's
I love
way
your
too early to
fantasies,
talk.
Chaz.
No, because mathematics doesn't mean like it takes everything I had to prove to be right. For example, 6 points right now is too little of a sample size for me to be saying the league's done or the league's won or we can compete. The same way people aren't writing off City just because they're 7 points off because of the previous. Unless Arsenal go completely clear and Chelsea fall off a cliff, which I don't think will happen, then we can't just write off teams. And then
I'm
we
not
can't
writing
in the
off,
same
but you were
breath.
saying it's an assumption that you guys in 3 years will be challenging just because progression is not linear. It
It's
doesn't
not-
matter how
I
many.
never said just
It doesn't matter how many Club World Cups or Conference Leagues you guys win. It doesn't make you an automatic title challenger. The thing that does that, and that's what they told us before we were any good, was you have to win 15 or 16 games in a row, and then we'll consider you a serious title challenger because that's the pace that the top teams can set. And Chelsea haven't done that. You guys have won 6 out of the last 7, and those teams are like Wolves, Burnley.
Yeah, but Martin,
like-
why are you
like
giving me
Carabao,
an argument that
FC?
your own Arsenal fans use against rivals? Kelk, Mo,
What?
aren't these same Arsenal fans telling me we can win the league just because we bottled it doesn't mean we can't win the league in the future? So why is he using us being in a top 4 fight
I'm not following
and
this.
not amounting to 77 points, whatever the hell he said, meaning we can't compete for the league in 3 years?
Because cups are different. Like you guys use cups as
I
a
never
way you're
mentioned
gonna challenge
cups.
for the league.
I said top 4. I said
I
top
did.
4.
I mentioned the Cubs.
Yeah, Kelk did. I didn't mention that.
I did.
But you
I never
mentioned
used the
Conference
Conference
Cup
League
and
or the Club World Cup as
several
the
times.
I never said the Club World Cup and the Conference League is the reason why we'll compete for the league. I've
So-
said, because if I asked you right now, is my team going to continue to improve year on year the same way other teams have,
I have
like
no
Liverpool
idea.
did, like City did, like Arsenal did? It's not about having an idea of like guarantees. It's about just having a conversation of what we think is going to
But
happen.
isn't
Look at
that
what Liverpool did.
relative,
Liverpool
guys?
500 bucks, 500 million on the.
Can I ask?
the
Can I ask?
I don't
Forget the
think my
money.
team's not going to keep going.
Isn't that relative to how other teams improve as well? Like you can improve as much as you can, but if the other teams are improving, so the question that we keep asking: have Chelsea closed the gap on the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, and City? We see Liverpool this season; they're rubbish. City kind of like in transition and they're falling apart. We see them beat at home 2-0. Have Chelsea closed the gap on Arsenal as a team?
Mo,
now,
how are we supposed to know that right now?
but you're asking me to know that.
I never
Why are you
said to
asking
you,
me to
I
know
never
this?
said to you right now. I said in 3 years.
No,
That
no,
was
no.
the question.
By the way, it is for me, it is too much. I said 3 years, you need to challenge in the next 3 years. What Arsenal did is that they got 5th and they bottled the Champions League to Antonio
Arsenal's not the
Conte.
benchmark. They've won nothing.
Great. We established that.
Why do we
Arsenal,
keep
no.
saying Arsenal?
No, great, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna
No, I'm
establish
not
this.
trolling them. You know, I'm being
I know
serious.
it's a fact. It's a
Yeah.
fact, right? They're not the benchmark.
I don't use failure as a benchmark for success.
But we're literally first, and we're the benchmark for the league.
I'm not
this
going to
season.
use someone who failed in the exam to say why shouldn't.
Great. I want to move on from this. I know that people get Arsenal. Great. So when should we expect Chelsea to win the league? If Liverpool are falling apart and City are falling apart, when should we expect Chelsea to be favorites to win the Premier League?
When you think we should
Next
be.
season.
I'm asking you. For
me, it's next
when do you
season.
think? When do you think? Okay, expectations are different than prediction. When should people sit down and say now, like Arsenal, for example, last season, people said the Arsenal should go this season expected to be favorites to win the league.
What?
I want to hear what you think.
Explain why that's the case. Explain why.
Because they didn't win the league.
There
2
we
years
go.
in a row.
Because they challenged the year before, correct?
2 years, yes.
There we go then. So the context
No. But
why,
even Arsenal, when they challenged the first year, the second year, City were still favorites to win the league.
of course, but they were still expected to stay there because they challenged. They proved they can.
So you said that.
Mo, to answer your question.
No. Before you move on,
You asked me a question.
No, hold on. You said that challenging is not the. I don't want to go in circles. You said challenging is not the purpose. Winning the league, you don't. So the benchmark is for me to sit here and say this season Chelsea should win the league. I want to sit there in the summer in August. Which year should that be? So I can bookmark this stream. Inshallah, we'll stay friends in a year or 2 or 3.
What I'm saying to you is, if in a hypothetical,
in your opinion,
if Chelsea, what I'm saying to you is, there's no answer to that question. So I'll tell you why. If Chelsea plateau and get top 4 this year, you will then say to me, you can't have 3-4 years of having a great squad, become 4th, and not challenge for the league. Chelsea, you must improve to challenge for the league. You just finished top 4 again. Nah, not good enough. If we compete with Arsenal and lose it on the last day, you would now expect us to definitely go and compete for the league. Both scenarios, you expect me to compete for the league, but they're both different contexts. One is you're failing, you need to improve because of the years and the money you spent. One is you've actually proved you can be there, so now you therefore have to compete. That's what Arsenal have right now.
I'm going to explain to you the difference.
This is where we are.
I'm going to explain to you the difference. If you compete with Arsenal this season in March and you fall off, for example, next season, Chelsea have way less pressure than the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, and City to win the league. If you compete with Arsenal to the last day of the season this season, I'm putting pressure on you as much as Arsenal or City or Liverpool to go win the league next season. The reason why.
I just said.
Yeah. So they're two different contexts, completely different.
That's why
they're not the same. They're not the same. You said I will expect you to challenge regardless. No, next season, if you challenge this season,
no, I literally just said if we compete to the last day of the season,
we're going in circles. I want to go back.
The league.
We're going in circles. I want to go back to the actual game and Estevao talk. I want to speak about Estevao a little bit and how good he is in comparison with the wingers in the league. Because someone commented and said that he thinks that Estevao is the best winger in the league currently.
Who's this competition? So I can answer it.
Not Salah.
I don't think
Salah is completely off.
To make
we're talking about this season or in general, man?
This season, of course. Doku, Savinho, Saka.
Don't put Savinho in that.
Sorry.
Savinho.
Not Semenyo, Semenyo, not Savinho.
Okay.
Semenyo. Saka as well. These are the wingers that we're looking for. Is he the best in the league?
Man mentioned Doku and Savinho in the best. That's
Semenyo. I misspoke. Semenyo.
Estevao doesn't have a lot of minutes in the league,
bro, and he's still got the same amount of goals as him. Let's move on. The point is,
he's a goal scorer. Doku's not a goal scorer.
Yo, your wingers are crap.
Yeah, Buemo is another.
Why are we having this conversation? Man City's wingers are rubbish.
Is he a winger?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, Mo, if you're telling me
who's better than him today,
I'm not claiming that Doku's the best, so don't come after me.
Guys, I'm not talking about body of work because this
man said Semenyo, Saka, and Trossard are the best in the league. Is that what we're saying?
I want to know that. No, I didn't say that.
No, Martin, I'm just controlling games.
I don't know.
I'm asking you. You are the Chelsea fan.
No, Mo, I need to know the rest of the wingers to compare him to.
Pick the best winger in the league tomorrow to start.
No,
guys,
Martin, I genuinely it's so bad that I can't actually think of the wingers I'm comparing him to. Genuinely.
And that's why his competition is weaker than what you thought.
Mo, I'm trying to be logical and be like, okay, is he better than him? Give me the names. Semenyo.
Saka, Doku. I'm telling you the wingers that have been mentioned. Doku,
Don't mention
Semenyo,
Doku. Don't mention Doku, please.
Semenyo, and Saka
Uh,
are the wingers in the
Estevao
league.
one Premier
Who
League goal in 340 minutes in the Premier
So,
League.
I
In
can
the
tell you for a
Premier
fact,
League.
nobody fears Doku. Please. Anyway.
You might want to talk to Connor Bradley about that one.
Yeah, a rubbish right back who Liverpool once sold. But anyway, I would say
last week,
Injured
Doku was
him.
like celebrated as like a hero of
literally
football.
Martin. A week later, he gets bent. He gets
I'm
subbed
not
off.
I'm not saying Doku's the best.
A week
Don't-
later,
don't lump
subbed off
me into
at
those
Newcastle.
Glazers.
The same Newcastle can't buy a win. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna say, yeah, he's definitely top 3 in terms of. But he hasn't
What
performed
about
in
in
the
like
league.
Bournemouth or something like some of the smaller teams? Has there been any?
Come on, you know
Like,
the problem is he hasn't performed in the league. So it's hard for me to say in the league.
yeah,
Semenyo has been the best winger in the league this season. He has like 8
Yeah,
goals
like
He's a winger,
performance-wise,
on both
it's
wings.
disingenuous for me to say Estevao,
Let's
yeah.
just give him credit. I think Doku is like he can dribble past anybody. He's very good at creating and that kind of stuff, but he doesn't score as many goals. But you see,
Yeah,
he's
trouble
been very
court.
good.
He's a
I'm
work
not
in
gonna
I've
call him
been
the best.
deluded by
He has
saying
been
that's
good.
Semenyo. Like, I don't think I've said anything mad. Semenyo is one of the best wingers in the league. How is that deluded?
Can I tell you
Yeah.
about Estevao? I think currently, after watching him
wait,
against
we forgot
Barcelona,
one. Let's.
and I tell you guys something. I actually think Estevao might be the most talented winger in the league.
He's probably most talented.
So they have the
arguable.
highest ceiling, in my opinion. If I
That's a
look at
better
him
question, yeah.
and how he plays, I think he has the high ceiling.
But
Because
Mo,
of
it's
his
hard
age
for me
and
to
what-
say best in the league because he hasn't done what he's done in the Champions League in the league.
but he's not
So
even
it's
been
like-
given a chance like this.
Of course, he's being bled in the league phase rather than Champions League. It's a different style of football, so you can play him.
Yeah,
But
it's completely different.
I want to see him
340
actually do this stuff in the
minutes is not a
league, and then I'll be like, you know what, like he's.
I'm
one
gonna
of the
tell
best
you,
in
to
the
be
league.
honest with
Yeah.
you, he plays against Arsenal. He puts in a good performance.
I
Doesn't
think
have to
he would,
be
yeah.
fantastic. He puts in a good performance. We're gonna have a conversation about him.
About
I think
what?
he's in the
Winner
conversation
of
of talent.
Liverpool,
But
that was impressive.
About what, Martin? What do you think about what?
I don't know, like a good performance, like well done, like 3 stars out of 5.
Okay, when
like,
you-
what are you
Is
saying?
he even going to start that game?
When you have when you
Good
have a
question.
performance like this against a Barcelona, and then you get a performance against one of the most structured teams in the world in Arsenal, we're gonna have a conversation about consistency. Now he has shown it in 2 different styles of
Okay,
play.
I mean, are you
in the
saying
league and
he's
the
scoring like
Champions
a game-winning goal, or is it just like his
No, performance
all right?
as well.
Martin,
Performance.
it's not all about GA. You should know this.
Oh yeah, I know this.
You're an Arsenal fan. That's what you
Like
guys
we
say,
were
right?
just talking about
Hey, no,
Saka
but, okay, look
performances.
at Trossard, for example. Like everyone was saying, oh, he's the most underrated, giving him appreciation, but then no one will put him in like a winging conversation.
Because
You
he's
know,
not. He's not. He's not a top. He's a good winger. He's not a top winger.
Well,
It's different.
Estevao, for example, I read that Chelsea planned for him to move inside and become the 10 in the next
Yeah,
season
'cause
or
we've
so,
got-
right?
we've got,
Like maybe he's not going to be a winger either.
Yeah,
Also
because we've
to
got
Palmer.
Palmer, obviously, who plays off the right probably best, and we've got Quenda. We still got Neto. You got the other left wingers. We're
I
stacked.
like Estevao as a right. He receiving
Est-
facing the pitch
Yeah,
is
yeah.
better for me,
I think in
especially
the
at a young
middle-
age.
But I think Mo, the good thing is because Palmer and him are so young, right? They'll be here for a long time. They can interchange. So one could start in the middle, one could be on the right. They could swap.
The thing
So-
about it's the same as I said for Nwaneri. It's very hard at this age without experience to actually scan 360 all the times. Playing in the heart of the pitch, you have to scan 360. Playing on the winger or a fullback, you scan only 180. The game is happening in front of you all the time.
Yeah, you got
Most
one or
of the
two
times-
fullbacks to take on.
Yes, you have the line to protect you, and you're facing the pitch. Playing in the middle. That's why in one area, when he played in the middle, he kind of struggled a little bit. When he played on the right side for Saka, he looked better because he doesn't have to scan behind his shoulders all the time. He knows that the line is behind him. There's nobody behind him. He can receive the ball and work.
Guy out wide with, if he's dribbling 3 guys in the middle and he loses it, and then it's a counter attack. That's like you can't afford to have that kind of liability.
That's why players
I
like
would-
Palmer are so highly rated because he can play in the half.
Because he can
pocket.
scan 360 easily.
Yeah. And he evades
he-
challenges, and he's very good
Yeah.
on the ball. That's how
And he
people
knows
rate him.
he knows everything around him before he receives the ball. That comes with a little bit of experience. By the way, people that Palmer played over 100 games. That's a lot of freaking games that he played.
Yeah, on the team, on Estevao, yeah, I think he definitely is one of the best talents in the league, 100 billion%. I want to see him get these goals and assists and performances in the Premier League for me to start putting him up there because it's a bit rude for me to say that when he hasn't played in the Prem that much. But I have no doubt that when he does start playing in the Prem, he's going to do the same things we're doing in the EFL, Champions League, international stage. There's just one gem left, the Premier League. And when he does that, it'll be undeniable. the same as my team will be undeniable and inevitable. Mo will be here this time next year going, Ches, you must win the league. I can guarantee you.
I
My
hope
team
so.
will keep improving.
We need competition.
It's not hope so,
I hope so.
is you will be. I'm telling
We
you.
need competition, broski. We have
It's
the
probably
awkward
can't go on
conversation about
forever.
again the awkward conversation about Moises Caicedo. So people spoke about the Bayern, and I know that a lot of people will try to evade the conversation that he had against the Frankie de Jong and the Lewandowski and the Ferran Torres and Fermin Lopez and these guys. He delivered a performance today that I think is freaking phenomenal. And that is the reason why when we put him on that pedestal of one of the best DMs, if not the best DMs in the league, people get mad. People just get upset about this, to be honest. And I think it's a conversation that people need to have. He is, if I'm watching him, he's fantastic. He's absolutely amazing. I think he's one of the best midfielders out there in the world, in my opinion now. And nobody can deny that. People say Declan Rice, Pedri, yes, fine. But as a DM, as a proper DM that breaks the play and I don't think there's anybody better about it. I don't, someone give me one better than him as the DM in the world. At defensive midfielder that protects the back line and actually moves the ball.
Rodri?
He's not available, guys. Guys, the last time we saw Rodri was in 2024. It's almost 2026. Guys, we're almost
I
doing
know. I'm
2026.
saying that's what I mean. A healthy DM. But
Yeah, but he's not
Rodri's
healthy.
Well,
He's
if
not healthy.
this is great, then winning a Ballon d'Or should be no problem for him.
But you always
But
put
I
him
do
on
agree.
that.
I think he's the best DM in the Premier League, and probably right now, yeah, he's up there with the ones best in the world. I think he's very good. But I mean,
Like,
Rodri's
I-
not healthy, so
Can I
He's
say
so
something? I
good.
mean, I know I
currently
can't because
performing
no one
right
here.
now, though, definitely best in the Premier League.
I love Caicedo. I wanted Caicedo at Arsenal. I was talking about Ricedo combo, like can we get both kind of thing.
I remember that.
For the Arsenal team, I'm going to say something controversial that Zubamendi is the player we need over Caicedo for our DM, for our six.
What does Zubamendi do better
that
than
controversial?
Caicedo?
That's what I
I
disagree
don't know.
with you.
There's nothing that Zubamendi.
No,
Maybe
just let him
slightly
answer the
better
question.
going
What does
forward, but
Zubamendi
it's
do?
very
Tell-
marginal, very marginal.
Let Martin die on his sword. Martin,
Mhm.
please explain to everybody in the panel. What does Zubamendi do better than Caicedo? Please tell me one thing.
I believe his involvement, vision, long range capability of passing. That's enough. Thank you.
Maybe
I'm
the
good.
tempo setting. That's
I
the
think
only thing I can
Caicedo's
think
better
of.
at maybe the defensive side, the interceptions, tacklings, that kind of thing. I think all-round game is very strong with Caicedo, but I feel like Zubamendi is maybe just a bit more cranial, he's got a bit more of like a strategic mind to him, whereas Caicedo is kind of like, see ball, get ball, give ball to friend, go.
Momo, can you repeat what you said at the beginning of the stream? There's something you said at the beginning of the stream.
I
What
knew
did we
look,
say
you
on the
wanted
phone?
someone to take the other side of the argument. It wasn't going to be boring if I just said Caicedo.
Nah, truth, I hate you, man. I hate you. It's good conversation, but just to make more conversation, to engagement, entertainment. Mo said a statement at the beginning of the stream. He said, people keep looking at Caicedo as a shin kicker because of Don Hussam stream. And then that's what you said, Mo, right?
Yeah.
And then what they'll do is be like Martin just said, he's a good destroyer, but going forward, he's not that great. When literally he's an
I didn't say it
all-round
wasn't that good.
midfielder.
I didn't say it wasn't that good. I just think for our team, for our setup,
He's got
I'm
more
very happy
assists
with
and more
Zubamendi.
goals and more tackles than Zubamendi in all areas.
How many goals?
He's not better than him. Martin, the bottom line is he's not better than him at anything.
All right.
I would say Zubamendi's a better tempo setter.
You'll see on Sunday. You'll see on Sunday, Martin.
There you go. That's all I was saying. There's something.
You'll see on Sunday.
We can see about Sunday, but I think
I love a DM who runs a
If he-
game.
again, I'm actually gonna repeat this again.
I hate you.
Caicedo is far better physically and far better. I think he's better going forward. Too.
I
If
think
you're
on the
watching-
ball they're the same.
I actually think they are.
So that's more the tempo.
The
on
number,
Chelsea
by the way,
than
the number of
Caicedo.
passes and the
And that's
percentage of
just blaming
passes
Caicedo. That's just
and the number of middle,
crediting
like
Enzo.
the number of medium passes, short, long, they're very similar, by the way, numbers in the league this season. And I mean, I'm talking about in position, they're very similar to each other in terms of where they perform, where are they on the pitch positionally, the number of passes, and everything. What Caicedo's better, in my opinion, is the tackles and interceptions. So it's not. This is why I think Caicedo is a level above Zubamendi, because if I can have the same Zubamendi on the ball, but I can add the defensive aspect, I would choose the other guy because there is an extra part of his game that is better. And I think if Arsenal have a Caicedo, I think they will be 2-3 points stronger than what they are now, in my opinion. That is what I think.
Kind of like with hypotheticals, but I think Caicedo is easily better than Gravenberch and Wharton. Like pretty much anyone else in the league can't really hold a candle to him. He's so consistent. He rarely drops the level, and he's kind of like daddy daycare in that place. He's like, okay, kids, come on. I know you lost the ball. Here you go. Let's go back the right way. Turn around, face that way.
There's a way we can remedy this.
I genuinely believe that Caicedo is the best. But for the Chelsea team, I don't want to keep you guys for longer. We can't stay longer. But in my opinion,
birthday to go to.
Maybe
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
In a bit. Still 6 in the evening.
I knew you were going to say something early. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's still early. For me, I know Shazzy got to jump. I'm gonna move to the City section because I think it affects the league how the City team is. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna challenge.
Okay, one point on that actually is it's funny how I actually back Arsenal here a little bit. It's funny how people don't assume Arsenal are going to win because they haven't won it before in a while, but people assume Man City are going to come back because they've won it a lot. Man City just don't look. The word I'm trying to think of, convincing is a bit too layman, but they just don't look that convincing. They just look a bit. Even when they win, it's not like you can really pinpoint a fantastic performance. It'd be like good moments. I watched their game against Bournemouth, and it was just moments where they hit Bournemouth on the high line and they got their goals, and it wasn't convincing. I haven't really seen a really. Let's not use Liverpool. Liverpool are crap. They lost to Forest at home 3-0. They're not the sample size. And you want to say the same thing about Chelsea against Liverpool? Go ahead. I'm not going to complain. Difference is I'm second, so I've beaten more teams than everyone else other than Arsenal. So what I would say is that Man City just need to probably pick up their performances and definitely improve their dead-ass wingers because they're not contributing anything.
I think fundamentally they've got a huge
outside of
problem.
They are dead-ass. You're right.
No, I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm being serious. My wingers, I thought were average.
I agree.
All my wingers have 5 GA. How?
Yeah, Savino's taking all the pelters right now. Despite not starting out the game.
Other than Noni, Arsenal team, they've all got numbers. Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Gyökeres, Eze. They're all doing something.
Oh, Jesus.
Martin's gone.
Gone blurry as hell. No, I think Pep's built a team that's only good for Haaland. When he's not firing or he's not in the team, how's his team play? It's not like the usual Pep ball where they just pass other teams to death. And I think I was asked on this show 2 weeks ago, City's now your new title challenger. And I said at the time, I feel like they're just being inflated to be the title challenger because we need one. And then they went and lost 3 out of their next 4 games. So, they were in a real sliding door. What's that?
What do you mean? We lost 3 out of 4. When? At the beginning of the season?
You guys lost Villa, and then
we won 6 out of 7
Liverpool,
after that.
and then what's up?
No, the Villa game, and then after the Villa game, we were undefeated. I think we won every game until we played Newcastle.
Which was only a game or two. It wasn't that long, right? But I felt like there was this form that was
Bournemouth
really
and Liverpool were in between it, and then there was some Champions League games we won as well.
Okay, well. I just felt like it just didn't really convince me. It hasn't convinced you, obviously. You think that there's huge problems in the team, in the squad.
Well, today there was huge problems. Today, Pep decided to change the entire team for reasons. I have no idea why. I'm not gonna today was shit. But today, I don't think today reflects on the Premier League because the team that has been playing in the Premier League has been winning a lot of games like that. The spine Donnarumma with Nico O'Reilly, Ruben Diaz, Joshko Vardiel, Mateus Nunes, Nico Gonzalez, Doku, Foden. The right wing's kind of been changing, and Haaland. But that team has been winning a lot of games. It's just today, I don't know what today was. Today was. Even Pep said, "Oh, that was on me," and I'm like, "Yeah, it was you." I don't know what he was thinking in the game. But that being said, that team was still probably decent enough on paper to win. But I don't know. There's just because as much as my fan base and I are complaining about Savino, he's actually not a starter. He doesn't start most games, so he's not the problem. But there was a quality issue on the team. He's been, Pep has been making it work. He found a system that worked. Doku has been improved quite a bit. I'm not going to call him the best winger in the league, but I think he has played very well this season. And
can I tell you something that I didn't say? I didn't say that on the football terrace. Nathan Ake and John Stones are treble winners. They should be okay. Kozanov was spoken
Nathan
about
Ake
one of the
and
best.
Stones are washed up in 2025.
Okay.
They have no
I
business
know-
playing together.
Nouri was good last season. Reinders was banging in goals in Serie A, as people said. Nico Gonzalez, people have started to talk about him in the conversation with Caicedo and Zubamendi lately. Rico Lewis is the only guy that is not good. Marmoush should score
I don't
goals.
think Oscar Bob was good today. I don't think
Oscar
Oscar
Bob
Bob's been
was
good all
not
season
good.
either.
Wow.
This team on paper should be able to beat Patrick Schick and Fik Fofana, a player called Kofana. I don't know. I never heard of him. And Maza, Garcia. Nobody knows these Bayer Leverkusen people, but they knocked you out of the park.
I don't even know who manages
Yeah, the
them.
manager got it wrong today.
It's
Maybe
Pep
he's trying to
Guardiola, bro.
send a
It's not the
message to the
lineup.
board saying, get rid of these shit players, man, because you want me to
Well,
pick from this?
When I see Pep
I'm
going
gonna
into that
become a good starting
cameraman,
11,
like,
but they can't
going
play
off on
70
that
games.
cameraman,
You have
I
to
think that
rotate
there's
at some
something.
point. I don't understand why we rotated all of them. All of them. Like, I don't get that. That didn't make any sense to me. I would have rotated a couple of players.
Even with the leads on the weekend, it's kind of strange, to be honest.
Or you rotate at lead. I mean, but that's the thing. You want to win this game because you want to secure top 8, and then you can rotate the Leeds game. And then the Fulham game afterwards. Fulham are not good this season. I know it's Fulham, I know it's Craven Cottage, but if you rotate on Saturday, you should be you should be able to play the first team today, rotate on Saturday, and then play the first team on Tuesday at Fulham. Like that's you can give them a good 6-7 days off. So I don't understand why he picked today to rotate. That just made no sense. I don't get it.
I think he's lost it. I think he's gone crazy slowly. And because he's won so many Premier Leagues, no one will say anything. And it'll just be players and whatever.
So you think he's entering his Jose Mourinho phase? Got it.
I think so. I mean, maybe he should step out of the game for a while, but I don't know. It's hard for him to let go of Man City because he's got to protect what he's built. If he goes away, it feels like it's a sandcastle that might fall a little bit.
I mean, yeah, what is 18, 19 trophies? That's a pretty good track record there. And
Yeah.
we as bad as we were last season, we could have won another trophy, but we
Guys,
bottled that final, unfortunately.
Guys, let's get to 200 likes. There's still over 500 people in the house. So hit that like button, people. It is my birthday. Also, you want a shirt like this or an Arsenal or a Man United, check out okjersey.com, scan the QR code, and use the code JUDGE to actually get your shirt. There's a lot of vintage ones for actually national teams as well. I got like the Italy 94 shirt as well. So go and check them out if you want to.
Oh, I'm going to look into that. This is USA
It's
shirt
actually-
I really want.
Yeah, use the code JUDGE for 8%, guys. And thank you so much for everyone that stuck with us. Appreciate you guys. We're going to continue tomorrow morning at 2 with Javon, Paz, and Ram. With Dylan as well. We'll talk about it. Appreciate everyone that is here with us. This will take you to Flawless Dan Potts. If he's still live, I will see you guys there over at Dan Potts. They're actually talking about Arsenal again. And I'm out of here, people. Thank you so much for people here, and we're out, people.